Okay, so I'm going to do this really fast because I didn't do a video for it, and this is just basically how to center, align something in a slide. Doesn't matter what it is. On my previous slide I'd used a circle. I think this time I'll use something else. We're also going to learn how to add a shape, put a color in the shape, add another shape, put a gradient in it, and then add a third shape and do a custom gradient. So I'm going to do that right now. So what I'm going to do is go into my shapes, which are right here, and I'm going to pick a triangle. And there's various types of triangles. I want to go with this one. And I'm just going to draw my triangle. And it doesn't really matter the size or shape. I'm just going to draw it, and I'm going to move it. And you can see that I have it. There's also a stroke. You can't see the stroke because it's black and it's against black. So if I go in and change it to here, let's make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so now you can see the gray shape with the orange stroke. Let's make it slightly bigger. Let's go with a 4-point, just so you guys can see it clearly. Now, what I want to do is I want to center this on my slide. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to Arrange. And I'm going to go Center on Page horizontally. So now horizontally it's centered, meaning this way. Okay, so now I want to make sure it's centered vertically, which is up and down. So I'm just going to go back to Arrange, Center on Page, and vertically. And it's easy as that. So that's all you have to do. And now I'm going to create a shape here and a shape here. So I'm going to go back into shapes. I'm going to use arrows because I'm going to use these to show animations. And I'm going to pick a down arrow. Okay, and I'm simply going to draw that shape. Okay, and then I'm going to draw another one. I haven't decided what colors I want to use yet. So I'm going to do another one. Actually, let me show you a different thing you can do. You can click this and hit D, Control D. So Control D, and that's going to give you a duplicate. And then I can take this and I can spin it around. And then if I want to, I can select both of them, and I can go Arrange, and I can go Align from top. I can also go Arrange, Center on Page, vertically. And I can move those around. So now these are both aligned to each other, and they're also aligned vertically up and down. This one I'm going to change the color. I'm going to make it a solid color. I'm just going to make it this blue. And I'm going to change the stroke color. I'm going to make it the light gray. I'm going to make it 4 pixels so you can see it. So now I have the blue with the gray on the outside. This one, again, I'm going to put that gray stroke. I'm going to make it a 4 so we can see it. But now instead of doing a solid color, I'm going to do a gradient. And I'm just going to do a preset gradient. And I'm going to use the same blue. And now you can see that gradient. You can also, that's a circular gradient. I could do a linear gradient too. So now it's going to get lighter as it goes down. I'm going to add a different graphic. So let's go into my shapes. And let's look at what shapes I have. An arrow. I got a double arrow. I'm going to add this double arrow. It's going to add that here. Now, what I want to do with this double arrow, and again, let's change the stroke to a gray. Let's make it a 4. What I want to do now is I want to change this color, and I want to make a gradient. But instead of using a preset gradient, I'm going to make my own gradient. And let's go with different colors. So here is a light. I'm going to change that to a dark orange. Okay, and I'm going to change this one also to a dark orange. I want to add I'm going to move it here. This one I'm adding, I'm going to make into a light orange. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to make this into a light orange. And then what I want to do is I want to add a third one. I'm just going to slide it over here. And I'm going to make this the lightest color. So now I have this little gradient. And it's custom. I can make it radial linear. I'm going to keep it linear. Angle 90 degrees. So that means it's going across. 90 degrees means it's going this way. Okay, and since I have it going the other direction, I'm going to go 0, which means it's going this way. I'm going to click OK. And there I have my custom gradient. Dark, light, going to lightest, back to dark. It's easy as that. That's all you have to do. And I'm going to stop this video.